Hi everyone, my name is Deanna. I'm a yoga instructor at the Bethlehem YMCA, and I want to thank you for joining us today. Today this is going to be a Plyo flow class. You're welcome to use some weights if that feels good, if you feel like you're up to it, or have them close by in case you wanted to check that out. And also to have a bottle of water close by. Make sure you're hydrating, especially as the weather's getting warmer. So, let's jump right in. It's going to be a flow class, so we're going to move through most of the class. Take breaks as you need to, and if I'm not giving a break and you need to take one, please honor your body that way as well. So, pressing down into all four corners of your feet and getting really tall through the spine. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Connecting the movements and the breath together. And the next time that the arms come down, pausing here, hands come to the hips, shift the weight into your left foot and step your right leg back. And let's just stretch out the back of the calf muscle a little bit. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that I'm just lifting and lowering the heel. Just gentle lift and lowering. And then bend the knee, step the foot forward, and step the left leg back. Same thing here. Just stretching out the calf muscle. And then bend the knee, step the leg forward. Let's roll the shoulders back. And then begin lifting up the elbows, almost as if you're carving out circles on the side walls with the elbows. And circle the arms up, above. And arms come up this time. Pause here. As you exhale, sit the tailbone back behind you as if you're getting ready to sit on a bench behind you, and just check down at your feet. Make sure that your knees are drawing back towards your ankles, and you can maybe lift your toes up a little bit. And then notice your back. If you're starting to round here, see if you can lift the heart up, perhaps just drawing the arms up a little bit. So we're gonna take a big breath here, and then we're just gonna add a little pulse. If you notice that your toes are gripping your mat, see if you can lift them up. But you may notice very quickly that the thighs start to get warm here, and that's the goal. We're gonna hold down, take a few breaths here, see if you can relax the shoulders. And then inhale up, exhale, bend the elbows, they come back behind you, arms open wide, inhale up. And exhale, pull the shoulder blades together. So remembering to really pace yourself here and to meet the body wherever it's at today. And feel free to modify anything and everything that I do. This is simply an offering, so if there's something that I do that doesn't suit you, let it go. The next time the elbows come down, hold here. Exhale and inhale. So we're exhaling and inhaling. We're warming up the shoulders and the arms here for some of the moves that we're gonna do a little bit later. And the next time that the arms come back, hold here, press the palms out, stretch the arms. Fingers reach up towards the sky, so you're really flexing at the heels of the palms. Turn the hands down and open. So just lifting and lowering. And again, your arms might be getting a little bit tired here. I know mine are. The palms come up. This next time, hold here. See if you can circle back as if you're drawing really small circles on the walls on either side of you. Good. Hold the arms back, big breath in, press away, and then melt the fingers, melt the wrists, and let the arms slowly float down. Good. Step the legs a little bit wider here. turn the toes out. And here, we're going to inhale the arms and come into a squat. And I'm gonna check my knees here, because as I'm bending, you might have noticed immediately that the knees were out over the toes. I'm gonna widen the feet a little bit so that my knees are right over the ankles. So we're gonna sink down right here. Little bounces, just like we did with the first squat. Breathing, tucking the tip of the tailbone under, and really engaging the core body, pulling up on the pelvic floor, drawing the navel back towards the spine. We're gonna hold. Breathe. And feel the fire that might be coming up through your thighs. And then bounce again. And hold. Breathe here. And one last time. Bounce in again. And hold. Breathe, relax the shoulders, relax the jawline. Press into the feet, straighten up, let the arms come down. Pause here, turn the toes forward, bend one leg and step the legs close together. Roll the shoulders back again. And come up towards the front of your mat. Hands are gonna come to the hips. Once again, we're gonna shift into the left foot, step the right leg back, and here, we're gonna do a pulse. It's a little pulse with a lunge here. Tailbone tucked under again. Heart is lifted, so just make sure that the spine is long here. Hands can stay on the hips. And then step the right leg forward, step the left leg back, and pulse again. Hip flexors are forward, they're kind of like headlights. So just make sure that your back foot is pointing forward as well. And step the left leg forward, step the right leg back. We're gonna do one more set on each side. And again, your legs might be awake at this point. Breathe and step forward, and then left leg goes back, same thing here. And step forward and pause. Arms come down, shoulders roll up towards the ears, back and down. Press down into all four corners of the feet. Take a big breath in and out. And then arms come up. We're gonna exhale, fold forward. Fingertips can come down to the floor, onto the mat or onto blocks. Step back with one leg and then the other. We're coming into a plank position. So the pointer fingers and the thumbs are facing forward, wrists over, shoulders over the wrists, pressing back into the heels of the feet. Body is long, crown of the head is reaching forward. Try not to let your head drop. See if you can keep the spine long here. Breathe. And then exhale, knees down, press back towards child. So here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll into an upward facing dog. So we're in child's pose, arms are reaching forward, fingertips are extended. We're gonna come forward, up dog, exhale, back into child. So you're inhaling forward and exhaling back. Just follow this a few times, and then we're gonna add to it. All right, so the next time that you come forward, pause here, tuck the toes under, down dog, back into up dog, back into child. So we're inhaling forward, down dog, forward, child. So keep flowing. And you'll notice that as you come down, you have the option of leaving the thighs up off the floor or bringing them directly down. So it is up to you. Now, if you want even more here, you can go from Down dog to up dog. Down dog to up dog. So keep going right here. Keep the flow moving. Or you can keep adding that child's pose in. One more time. The next time that you come back into down dog, pause here. Walk the feet a little bit forward. Sink the heels down. Press into the palms of your hands. Pull your navel back towards your spine. And imagine that there is a hook underneath the tip of your tailbone, lifting the tailbone up high. Big breaths here. And then melt the knees down. Feet go to one side. Let your hips come down and sweep the legs right out in front of you. All right, so hopefully you're feeling a little warm at this point. I'm gonna turn to the side again so that you can see. We're gonna go into, it's like a reverse table. So fingers can point towards the body or they can point away, whatever feels most comfortable for your wrists. We're gonna step the feet so that the feet, as we press up, the ankles are going to be right underneath the knees. So we're lifting up and lowering down. And that may take an adjustment or two. You might have to find that sweet spot with your body. You're lifting and lowering. Press into your hands, lower down. Keep going. Keep pressing into the balls of your feet as well. And the next time that you lift up, pause here, press down, see if you can elevate your hips, relax your head and your jawline. Notice if you're starting to tense the jaw at all. See if you can press the heart up, press the hips up a little more, press down into the feet, press into the fingers and the palms, and then lower all the way down. Shake your hands and wrists out a little bit. All right. So here, we're gonna come down onto the back of our body. And as you come down, you're gonna draw one knee in towards the chest and just give it a little pull here. Release, draw the other knee in, give a little pull here. Hands are gonna come behind the head here. So we're not gripping, and the fingers can be interlaced, but you're not pulling the head up. What we want to do is focus on lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. So we're going to go into a bicycle, and as you're lifting up, you're lifting the heart towards the knee. So you're going side to side, side to side. Heart open. The focus is on the ceiling. Keep going. Remember, if you need to take a break, please do. And we're gonna do 2 more on each side. So this is the last one. Draw the knees in and take a breath right here. Hands are gonna come underneath the thighs, roll all the way back up. And we are back in our side position. Here we're gonna do something a little different. The legs are extended, the heels are pressed down. We're gonna press into the hands and lift up into a reverse plank. Tailbone drops down, we're reaching the knees towards the chest. Extend, press up, come down, pull the knees in. Keep the spine long the whole time. So focusing on your breath, in and out, in and out. Nice and slow. And 2 more. Last one. As you lift up here, hold. See if you can pull the shoulders back and down, lift the heart. And again, you can hold underneath the thighs if you'd like. You can lift the heels up, you can extend. You can even reach the arms out to the sides a little bit more if you'd like, but keep the heart open, neck long. Breathe right here. I'm gonna modify just a little bit. Big breaths in and out. And then hands come behind the thighs, roll forward. Cross the legs. Notice which way you've crossed your legs. Pause and recross them the other way. So we're doing something a little different. Let's just stretch out, little lift up on either side. Lengthening the side body here. And this time as the left arm comes up, just reach over, grab a hold of the side of your head, and draw the left elbow down towards the floor, creating some space on the right side. Sometimes when we do these movements, I know I do, that I tense up in my neck and jaw, and I can feel it a lot the next day. We want to make sure that we can relieve that while we're doing this. Release the head, right arm lifts up, comes to the left side, same thing over here. Big breath in and out, relax the left shoulder, and then coming back to center. All right, you can come forward here and press right up into table, unfolding your legs behind you, or you can come up another way. We're gonna go into a single-legged dog. So I'm gonna turn to the side again. Tucking the toes under on an inhalation, let the tailbone lift up. Press the heels down here and let the shoulder bones come up towards the ears, then exhale the heart down. And so we're giving the shoulders a little more space here. Press into the left foot, reach the right leg back. Big breath in, we're gonna exhale the knee forward in between the thumbs and inhale up. So you're exhaling forward, inhaling up. Keep going. And again, if you need to modify, you always can. Or if you need to take a pause at any one point, feel free. One more. Leg comes up, hold here, flex the foot and pulse the heel up towards the sky. Take a glance back at your left foot so that the neck stays long here. The navel is pulled back towards the spine. One more big breath and hold it up, squeeze the glute, exhale down. Bend the knees, press back for a breath in child's pose. And then come right back up. Tuck the toes under, lift back up into down dog. Shift the weight into the right foot. The left leg lifts back, knee forward and back. Keep going. Remember to breathe through this. You might notice at some point that it feels like you're not breathing and you actually might not be. One more. Leg comes back, hold here, flex the foot, pulse the leg up. Keep sinking down into your right heel. Gaze back at the right foot. Hold up and lower down. Knees melt down to the floor. Press back into child's pose. Soften here. Big breath in and out. And come on back up. All right, so we're gonna go into some plank hip dips here. Hands come out, wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. Press back one leg and then the other. And here we're gonna rock the hips. Rocking over the balls of the feet and dropping one hip at a time down towards the mat. Doesn't have to touch. We're building upper body strength. Okay, one more each side. And come back to center, knees pressed down. Sit back on your heels or back in an easy seated pose. Just shake your hands out again. All right. Tucking the toes under, walking the hands back towards the body. Let's come into a little bit of a squat here. So squatting is different for everybody. You may want to start with the legs turned out a little bit. You want to see if you can sink the tailbone down. Elbows come to the insides of the knees, possibly. You may also want to have a block underneath your heels. You can do that as well. Some people might find that they want the knees or the heels a little closer together. So this could be your squat. You could also be up here. So if this is your squat, allow that to be. Maybe you've got knees that are compromised or are replacement knees that you'd like to keep and not get a second replacement. So really honor the body wherever it is. Take a couple of breaths right here in your squat. Let the tailbone drop down. Let the crown of the head come up towards the sky. Wherever you're at, we're gonna inhale up and exhale down. Big breaths. Two more. And last one. Come on up, hold here, reach the arms out, and exhale all the way back down. Turn the toes forward, bend one knee, step each foot in, and take a breath right here. You're doing a great job. Let's walk towards the front of the mat. If your water bottle is close, you may want to take a quick sip of water. And we'll jump right back in. Hands to hips, press down into the left foot. Step back with your right leg. So here, the back toes are turned slightly outward. The left knee is over the ankle. And we're going to inhale the arms up and exhale, twisting to the right. So we're inhaling forward, exhale, twist. Big breath in. And exhale over. So keep going here. I want to show you, this is a great place for your weights. So if you have decided that you would like to add weights into your routine, you can certainly do that right here. Okay, one more. Hold here. We're gonna bring hands and our weights close to the heart, pivot the foot, step the leg forward, step the left leg back. Get yourself in position, knee over ankle, back foot pressed down, arms come up, twist to the left. So you're lifting and twisting. Big breaths here. Keep going. All right. One more. And this time, as the weights come forward, they come towards the heart, or the hands come towards the heart, pivot the foot, and step forward. If you've got the weights in your hand, you can release them here. Big breath here. And exhale down. So let's step a little wider, maybe a little wider than mats width apart. Toes are turned outward, and we're gonna come into that squat again. We're gonna inhale the arms open, and exhale, we're gonna round forward. So we're inhaling and opening, exhaling and down. Big breaths here. Good. Couple more right here. All right, now this time as you come out, hold here. This is also a really great place for the weights. We're gonna pulse down again. So you're sinking straight down, check the knees, make sure they're over the ankles. The booty is lifted out behind you. Hold down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up and down. Breathe. Make sure you're getting all the breath in and all the breath out. All right, one more. Exhale down, hold here. And then press into the feet, melt the arms down, turn the toes forward, bend one knee, step one foot in, and then the other. And just take a minute, just bounce it out a little bit. We're doing some good work here. All right. So next movement, we're gonna come to the front of the mat, hands on the hips. We're gonna step back with the right foot. Right hand is gonna come down. And then we're gonna step forward into a squat. Step back with the left foot back, the left hand down. So we're coming forward and squatting, down into a lunge, back up into a squat, and once again, okay? So I'm gonna do it on the side just so that you can see what I'm doing as we go through the actual routine here. So we're sitting back, step back, squat, step back, and squat, okay? Stay with me here. You're doing a great job, and we're almost there. So keep sitting. Each time, challenge yourself just to sit the booty back a little bit further. And remember, take a break if you need to. We're gonna do one more each side. Come back to center, hold here in the squat, little pulses right here. Press into the feet, come on up, and release the arms. Now let's make our way back down to the mat here. So take a minute, just shake out the thighs a little bit. I'm gonna do just a couple more things for the belly and for the core. Starting, and I'm gonna grab a weight. Actually, I'm gonna grab both weights. These are 5-pounders for this one. So I'm gonna hold the weights together. Heels are pressed down, chest is lifted. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. So keep going here. Want to keep the back flat. We want to really engage the core body here. So keeping the chest lifted. And you can challenge yourself by looking back, maybe a micro movement each time that you twist. And it might just be the tiniest movement. It might even be just the thought of twisting back a little further. Okay, so we'll do 2 more to each side. This is our last set. And come back to center. Let's put the weights down. And here, we're going to, as slowly as we can, roll down to the floor. You want to engage your core here. The heart is still lifted, so try to avoid rolling down like this. Take a deep breath. If you need to, put your hands behind your thighs. Come down as slowly as you can, keeping the back flat. You'll notice the point where your body's like, oh yeah, I need to round a little bit here. Then slowly let yourself come all the way down. Draw the knees into the chest, little rock side to side here. And then slide your hands underneath your buttocks. Your thumbs are pointing towards one another, and the legs are gonna reach right up to the sky. So here, we're gonna draw the knees into the chest, press them out, draw in and press up. So in and out, in and up. Keep going right here. And in just a moment, we're gonna change it up again. Imagine that the middle back is pressed down to the floor. The lower back is pressed down to the floor. Okay, now, the next time that the legs come out, hold here, cross one over the other. Now you can add on to this by lifting the upper body, lifting the head up off the floor. It's up to you. Crisscross, one over the other, engaging the core body, and make sure that your neck isn't holding any tension. So gazing up towards the sky is a great thing here. Big breath in, hold one leg over the other, lay the head back down. Draw the knees towards the chest and the legs come up towards the sky. Here, we're gonna very slowly lower, bent knees, heels are gonna tap the floor, and the legs are gonna come up. So heels tap the floor and back up, slow and controlled. You are almost there, you got this. All right, the next time that the legs come up, hold up, turn the toes out, cross one leg over the other, right? We're gonna cross, 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 and lower until we're about 75% of the way down to the floor. And then cross, 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 back up. So when you're ready, one over the other until you're hovering above the floor, and then reverse and come right back up. Nice and slow. Remember that building a strong core will help you to maintain a healthy back. And as we age, every day that we spend on this planet is harder and harder for us to stay nice and long and straight in the back. So we want to keep creating space in the back and keep lengthening. And we do that by stretching, by exercising and eating well, and maintaining a good core. So breathe the legs back up, pause here, knees draw towards the chest, heels come down. Big breath in and exhale, roll back up. And as you roll back up, coming into an easy seated pose and placing one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly, and just noticing the effects of this practice on your body. You might be feeling your heart beating, you might be feeling your breath, you might feel a little sweaty, invigorated, or maybe ready for bed. However you feel is exactly as it should be. Let's just take a big breath here, and hands come down to the knees. Let's circle the head a few times. And reverse direction. And coming back to center, roll the shoulders one at a time. And then interlace the fingers, press the palms away, and lift the arms way up high, relaxing the shoulders as much as you can. Lengthen again, reaching up through the crown of the head. Big breath in, and exhale, release the fingers all the way down. Hands come back to the thighs and knees. I hope you enjoyed the practice today. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here for your practice, and we hope to see you soon. Stay safe and well. Thank you.